Welcome in, everyone, to another episode with the Second Chances. We're going to start today with thank yous, as we always do, the first of which goes out to Critical Role for the wonderful world of Exandria that they have created and that we get to play in. Thank you to everyone whose music we use here in the stream as well, included Reliquary Records, Dungeon Glitch, Critical Role, Hunter Rogertson, and Borislav Slavov. Go and check out all of them on iTunes and Spotify and all the streaming places that you might find them. So last we left our heroes. They had just left the town of Guarden on the Menagerie Coast, having just taken out what was hopefully the end of a Aormaton kidnapping ring, and had begun to make their way west towards the Doralle Woods, intent on going to Leaf's old home to see if they could find out what sort of fate had befallen his creator, Dr. Fernelius. On the way there, they ran into a bit of trouble on a bridge across the Doralle River, where they were attacked by a sentient machine cat
zombie
thing,
robots.
And zombie robots. And then a elemental water Morkoth, which they almost immediately after, too, uncanny. And they were able to survive the encounter, barely. Some people doing a lot better than others. And we had ended with everyone getting ready to take a rest. And I believe that we were going to start with, I think it was Leaf and Leo.
Oh, are we? I thought I offered to go first.
Yeah, I thought it was me and Maeve first.
Oh, maybe it was you and Maeve. Okay, you and Maeve then. You and Maeve can begin.
No, it's not. It's not.
I think all right, so it was Maeve and Hermia, then it was Corey and Zana, then I think it was Leaf and Leo, and Roslyn gets a full night's sleep.
Roslyn snoozing.
Yeah, because Maeve offered to go first because she didn't really get hit that much.
Hopefully undisturbed.
What do you mean, hopefully?
We'll see what happens.
Corey and Zana are gonna have a talk.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
I thought we heard them, heard Zana start yelling.
No.
It all happened very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, as everyone begins to bed down for the night and take their long rest, Maeve and Hermia, if you would like it, the campsite is yours.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you have something, go ahead. Maeve is just gonna first just take a quick look around, and then she's probably gonna start doing another roll with healing potions, but she can chat if there was something you had in mind. She's also gonna commune with her new weapon. She's excited to see how that looks.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got that bow.
Yeah.
Totally forgot.
Which currently just looks like a headband with these two long pink ribbons on it.
Yep.
You're literally a magical girl right now.
About to be.
Putting on her head.
We need new art of Maeve now.
Magical girl Maeve.
Magical girl. Me, I need your help. Or Apple, somebody. Anyway.
Hermia asked Folmir why she can't have ribbons too.
Buy some.
Fair. No, forget I asked.
Well, that was spooky back there, huh?
Oh yeah, that was weird. I mean, it was kind of suspicious that all the robots were kind of just out here alone, randomly laying around.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if they were if it really was just and lay for a trap or what that was about.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I kind of felt like it was, but at the same time, I don't think that's what was attacking the people that were going missing. I think that was that weird Kraken thing.
Oh, for sure. I mean, not to be grotesque, but with the automatons, we would have probably seen bodies. With that Kraken thing, no bodies would have to be left.
Well, yeah, it'd probably be underwater. If there were.
Well, it's certainly a cursed place, and I don't recall it on my journey when I came here.
What did you think about that big big like cat, bear, robot, monster.
Oh.
It was like
Ah.
made out of like living wires or something.
The body is also still over on the path at the front of the bridge
Oh.
if you wanted to potentially go and inspect
Well,
it.
are you gonna have someone attack the sleeping party if we go look at it?
Yeah,
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Where it's
No.
at, you can still see the campsite.
I guess Hermia will like go and take a look at it.
All right.
I will
So
stand
Hermia.
between the party and the bridge halfway
Okay, so
point.
Hermia heads back over towards the bridge where the corpse of the steel predator was. Maeve is halfway between there and the camp, so she can both watch the camp and make sure that nothing gets Hermia.
Yeah.
Something
So-
just carries me off into the night.
Yeah. So you head over to where it's at now, Hermia, and you can still vaguely make out the form of it, but a lot of the material, the kind of it looked a little bit like wires, or it also reminded you of like muscle ligaments as well, just the way that it kind of like would flex and move when it was alive. And now that it's dead and has been for some time now, the material almost seems a bit more like pliable. Like if you take foam here and kind of like poke it a little bit, it's almost like poking wet noodles. And you also notice too, as you kind of like poke it around and move a little bit, you see something sort of glinting and shining within the remains of it, kind of reflecting a little bit of the moonlight.
I get it out.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You reach down, you kind of move some of the stuff aside, and you almost expect it like to be wet, and it's cold like metal is, but otherwise it all kind of moves out of the way just fine, and you pick up this silver white, kind of almost marble looking orb that's about the size of like what a golf ball would be. And there's a few of them. There's like 5 or 6 of them that you can see within
Yeah, I'll pocket them, and put them in the group inventory and figure out what they are.
What are they? What would you call them?
Let's call them just call them arcane components orbs, and you have 5. Hermia was able to find 5 of them.
Hermia's pretty interested in just arcane research and shit, so she's curious. Is there any way that she can like take like a sample of the weird skin muscle stuff?
Yeah.
Like just a piece of it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Put that down as arcane
Down.
components, living tissue.
Hold on. In our quest items list.
I'm gonna come back and be like, show Maeve like the weird orb things, and I was like, this living wire tissue, whatever you want to call it, actually pretty interesting. I wonder if like the people in Aor's recollection have seen anything like it. I'm wondering if such a thing can like help like with attaching Roz's new arm.
Well, the other thing to consider too is that this is part of that research that's being forced upon with why the Amatons were kidnapped in the first place, which means somebody made this, and potentially that person, if they're on our side, could help Roz.
That's true. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. I don't want to think about what kind of weird experiments they could be doing. That's a fair point.
Well, we're gonna stop it, and Roz will get her arm. Don't worry. She'll smile.
Do you think Leaf's mom is still. Well, I mean, he's talked to her, so we know like she was alive recently.
Yes.
I'm
You
just
worried that she might not be anymore?
depending on like, if she's. Yeah, I guess I am. Like, I mean, yeah, whatever they want her to work on. I mean, depending. Yeah.
Yeah, Leaf has been, I think, not looking forward to this journey, and I think even he's kind of afraid to see what is going to happen, which I don't blame him. I don't know. It's the idea of a family member that you had forgotten and now remembered and now find out is hurt or hurting. I can't really imagine for him what he must be going through. I know we've been telling him to stop staying up all night with his spells, but I can understand that he probably doesn't really know what to do with that either.
Yeah. I mean, you think they kind of like ever had like the talk of like, hey, like I only lived for so long, but you are going to live for much longer.
He looks at Hermia for a moment and says, "Is this really about Leaf and his mom?"
I mean, I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
I didn't know
It's
if
just
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was surprised that she was still alive. The way that he talks about her, and when I saw her in a dream, she seemed real old, and I've never seen a human like look that old before. I mean, of course, I've been in a Fae city and hardly ever left, but it was just interesting.
It's hard to know the timeline for Leaf's creation. I don't know if he even really knows how old he is. He could be younger than we think. Do we know that you're 3? Okay. I didn't know if we knew that. So there's something to be said for, like, he may not have been gone as long as we think. I could be completely wrong, and you can tell me if my thoughts are off.
Also, Hermia like probably doesn't know what like the age of humans are. Like
Yeah. That's fair.
so she could like say like she looked ancient and she really didn't.
She really
She has
Yeah.
one gray hair, and Hermia's like, she's on death's door.
This is it. This is it for her.
Okay. It is weird as elves sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I really didn't. Before I left, we really didn't. Not a lot of humans came to Xanthia. Like, I mean, if they did, like, it was like some trading agreement or ever. But like, they usually like didn't meet like in the city proper. It was kind of like, we were in like in the prime material plane, and they kind of like had like a place in between, I guess. I don't know. But
Makes sense to me. All I grew up with was my own people. We had books about the others, but truly, I had to have a bit of a crash course when I left home. The Tide's Whimsy had to do a lot of teaching to me, as did Niles, about how things work around for most people. It's a little weird to consider that you will live centuries beyond others.
yeah, but I mean, time also works kind of weird back home. There's some. I guess it depends on where you are too in the Feywild. Some places, like the days go by super, like the day and night cycles like seem like 50 happen like at a time, and you're like, how many hours have gone by? And it's like, oh, only one. So yeah, I heard there's a time difference between there and here too. I didn't really notice because I kind of just showed up, and like in the Black Canopy I couldn't even tell what time it was. So
Maeve, make a history check.
Sure. Ooh. History?
Yep.
Oh, wow. 19.
You remember when you had first came to Port Damali, reading some stuff in the Cobalt Soul Library that, yeah, there have been multiple accounts of mortals visiting the Feywild or, falling through a portal here or there and, coming back a month, a couple months, a year later, but having aged 20, 30, 50 years.
That's fascinating and a little
terrifying.
terrifying. Yes, that's what I was about to say.
I guess for elves who live quite a long time, it really doesn't make that big of a difference compared to for beings with shorter lifespans.
And I'm an elf.
It's kind of why, like, for all the stories of like how pretty and beautiful the Feywild is, there's also a lot of stories about how creepy and terrifying and like just scary the Feywild also is.
I mean, just the little bits that we got to see. I mean, I know that was minor compared to the mass of it, but I mean,
still think about that hag lady.
Yeah. She was weird.
She was something else, like just exactly like the stories my brother used to tell me.
Whose
He called
hair
them
did
night
she
co-
take?
What?
Was it just Pela, or did somebody else give her some hair? I'll
No,
have to go
just
check.
Pela did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only Pela was willing. We all went, nope.
No fun.
Like, is she gonna eat it? Cause hair doesn't digest.
It does not.
That's what Hermia's worried about.
Like, she's
Hope
just
she
gonna
doesn't
have a
eat- hope
giant.
she doesn't eat it.
She's just gonna have a giant hairball in her stomach.
So
Ugh.
Hermia and Maeve continue to bond over some
Just
weird
gross
stories
myself out.
for the rest of their watch before eventually it's time to wake Corey and Zana.
I guess I'll wake Zana.
I'll wake Corey.
Mhm.
Corey.
Where's Leaf? Where's Leaf? Where's
He's
Leaf?
right there. I point him and he's like laying on his side, like a short distance away.
Does he seem like he's sleeping?
You can go check.
I mean,
check.
it's your turn to keep watch, so you can
Leaf, are you
check as
sleeping?
much as you want.
Leaf is in stasis, but you see that its hands are just slowly moving as if it's casting.
No!
Although it's sleep casting.
It's sleep casting.
I try to like calm and put their hands together and in a restful position. Just like, geez, even in their sleep, they won't stop.
He's probably dreaming about planting apple trees or whatever.
Oh no,
It's
but
like
I just
3 or 4 days since it slept, so cut it some break.
yeah,
You
I
know,
just want to make
plant-
sure.
Plant growth does have a verbal component, so if you put a sandbag in his mouth, he can't cast.
Oh, God.
That's a
no.
little extreme.
Gil, shut up. That's a bad idea. Okay, I don't want that.
I don't know, all of Robbie's just asshole things. We're just going to blame on Gil. All of us,
Yeah.
by the way. Gil, stop it.
Stop it, Gil.
All right. All right. Well, thanks, Hermia. I hope
Oh,
peaceful rest or watch.
I wanted to say thanks for trying to save me when I was getting beat up.
Oh yeah, and Corey's
That
face
was
just darkens.
really
Yeah.
scary. And
Yeah,
it's
I
nice to know
tried.
that like you made sure that I wasn't alone.
Oh yeah, no, I would never leave you out there.
I just really appreciate it. Hermia gives you a big hug.
Corey gives a hug back.
She's kind of crying a little bit. Well, good night, Corey.
Good night.
I
I'm gonna cast. I say to Hermia, really quick. Do you want like a dream somewhere nice or something, or I can make a nice dream for you?
No, I mean, since I've kind of practiced at lucid dreaming, so I can dream wherever I want to be.
Oh, you'll have to teach me that. Damn.
to be fair with
Yeah.
trance.
A lot of trial and error.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just gonna check how Zana's doing, but I'm guessing she's not saying much.
She's fine. Yeah. She gets up. She starts, getting ready for the watch and whatnot. So
She's overly cheerful.
Origo sits on the opposite side of wherever Zana is.
Zana, once Maeve and Hermia get laid down, grabs like her stuff, puts her armor on, and then heads towards the bridge.
I just look over my shoulder. And then I'm just gonna like scoot over and turn away. Just say, whatever. If she wants to be moody, fine. I can be moody too.
A couple more minutes pass, and eventually you turn. You see her sitting up on the edge of the bridge, kind of looking out and keeping an eye out in both directions.
I think Corey like takes another 10 minutes trying to be like, fine, I can give silent treatment right back. And then I'm like,
I can outlast.
Corey's like, I can go all night without talking.
yeah. And then Corey just snaps and says in Zana's head, okay, what? You said you wanted to stay up and watch with me? What?
What is so important that you couldn't ask your friends for help?
I just wanted to see if he could secure a meeting for me and my family.
You told him that you're Fae royalty?
Yeah.
And he asked you for a favor?
Yeah, but he said I could do a different one if I didn't like whatever he proposed.
Do you remember when Hermia asked him for a favor and getting in contact with her city?
No.
Right, you weren't with us for that. Hermia wasn't asked for a favor. Why do you think that is?
Because we're already doing him a favor. We're already working on this stuff with him.
Xenatol is a politician at heart, Corey. Everything he does for a reason. He does to gain the upper hand. He does to gain influence. And a changeling of a royal court is as big of a card as you can put on the field. He is my mentor. He gave me everything that I have now, but you need to let him know that you don't need that favor anymore and that you can get in contact with your family yourself.
But I can't. That's the problem.
Yes, you can. Use a sending stone.
Yeah, but those may not work across planes,
There's
and
a 1
I
in
don't
20
want to just
chance that it
talk to
will
them.
fail.
I know, but I don't. I want to meet them. I want to have an actual way where I can, either I can make passage or they can cross over to here so I can meet them in person. I don't want to just. Do you know how crazy it sounds to call up someone and say, "Hey, I'm your dead kid from how many years ago?" And then I would have to use all the boyfriend girlfriend stones, and then everyone's gonna get mad at me because I used them all in one day and then keep asking every day just to
They,
potentially persuade them.
if you reach out to the Queen of the Fae, I feel like she probably has a way to get to you. It's no more crazy than sending a elf mage from the prime material plane over there to be like, hey, I found your dead kid. You want to come meet him?
Yeah, but like you said, he's a politician, so he has connections. And I'm sure there has to be some kind of interplanar relationships, and their words would carry more weight than some random kid that.
You're not some random kid, though.
I know you mean well by that, but I am. I'm blood or not. I know I make jokes that I'm royalty now and all of that, but I'm not. I haven't been that way. I don't know their ways. I barely know the ways of here, of Exandria. And if I work with him, he can show me that kind of stuff, or he can, get me into contact with the right people. And I know that it might have been dumb, it might have been stupid, but I don't want my stuff to keep just imposing on what you guys have in here. I tried to do that with the Cobalt Soul, and I screwed that up for Maeve, and I thought that if I just did this by myself, then it's only my neck on the line. And it is just my neck on the line, and that's fine with me.
The Cerberus Assembly doesn't work with anyone. People work for them. And you were the one, Corey, that came to my door and asked me to come with you so that you could learn from me. And ever since we've left, all you've done is fight with me every step of the way. So just please trust me. We are your friends and we want to help you. We don't want anything in exchange. Xenatol will take from you and he will not stop.
You say all this, and yet you work for him. If you think so lowly of him, then why?
Because he's all that I've ever known. And I do good working for him. I've helped people. More than I could have alone.
Then if you trust him in that regard, then you can trust me to figure this out with him. I'm not... We just have so much happening right now, and I haven't even... I point to my box, and I'm like, I still have to give this thing what it needs, and I haven't even done that, and it's been months now. And I just... We've been talking about how we need allies, and we need to start, delegating this work. So I thought, well, why not? We can't do everything, and that's fine because we do have important things to do.
She just goes silent.
Fine. If you really think that it's that bad of an idea, then I'll walk out of it. But if that was my only chance,
It's not.
you don't know that.
Yes, I do. If I
No,
have
we
to
could
go to
die.
the
We
Feywild
could
and
die
track them
tomorrow.
down, then it doesn't matter whether he reaches out to them or not, does it? Corey, I'll take you to the Feywild myself if I have to.
I've waited my whole life, Sana.
I know what that's like. We'll figure it out.
And you should understand. You're telling me that with all these solo missions and you disappearing off into the night that you do for us, that if you had a chance, you wouldn't try to figure it out?
Not when there's strings attached.
Fine. Fine. And I go to cast Dream on myself so that when I go to bed, I go to Xenatol.
Okay. The rest of that watch completes uneventfully. Sana comes back over, and Leo and Leaf are woken up for the final watch.
Shake Leaf awake and say, "Hey, bud. It is your turn."
Oh, good morning. How are you, best friend Corey?
I'm okay. Have a good watch.
Very well. You have a good, restful night of sleep.
Thank you for
Pleasant
the raid,
dreams.
Hall. All right, Leo, Leaf, the camp is yours if there was anything you wanted to discuss at all or chat about.
How are you today, Leaf? I'm still kind of tired from that battle we had.
Good job.
This one is doing fine. This one has traveled this bridge many times over and has never ran into such a beast as that thing before.
Yeah, I've never seen a squid that looked like water but wasn't water. That makes any sense? I wonder why we didn't find one of those on the ship. It'd be kind of weird. I wonder if the crew's ever found one of those before.
It is not in my database of aquatic sea animal life, for what it is worth.
Well, is it now in your databanks? Can you turn into one of those?
Let me try. And Leaf is going to turn into a jellyfish that is just a leaf head with like little tentacles on the bottom and just going to kind of flop around on the ground.
Yep, not quite the same thing as the elemental Morkoth was in, or the liquid Morkoth was an elemental, but Leaf does turn into a jellyfish and kind of just flops on the ground pathetically.
I'm gonna telepathically talk to her. It's like, do you want me to put you in the water? You're supposed to make these transformations in the water.
One tentacle will rise up to its head and say, And then Leaf will turn back into leaf form and say, "That was most uncomfortable. I will not be a jellyfish again."
But you couldn't breathe in there.
Do jellyfish, like, actually breathe?
Good question. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they do. They breathe by passing water over their bodies. So, yeah, sure enough, you were definitely suffocating.
Also, this one felt like it had no form or constitution over its body. Very weird. Unpleasant. Does not recommend.
Probably why they call them jellyfish, to be honest.
So, how is how is life for Leo?
Other than keeping you guys together and making sure you're not making topiaries at night, I'm pretty good.
Now, this one has had a most restful stasis. It is good to have been in stasis.
Very good. Are you still worried about seeing what's at your mom's tonight? Or not tonight, later this week?
Oh, yes, most definitely. This one does not know what to expect. This one might feel a little bit of shame? Maybe shame for not returning back to home earlier.
Well, how could you have come home sooner? You didn't know where home was until recently.
Well, that is fair. But also could have also attempted to regain memories quicker. This one does
It may
not
be
know.
true, but Leaf, we all mend in our own little way. You're more human than robot than you care to believe.
That is what many people tell this one.
So just listen to what your feelings are telling you to a little bit. Like, if you need to rest. Worry about the things that you can worry about, like the immediate things around you. What can you fix now? And not like fix in the mechanical way, but like, how can you make things better between you and someone else, or in the party, or how can you help out the party and stuff like that? Little things, not big things, Leaf. Little things. That usually helps me get through the troubling times. How we can improve.
How to fix the little things. Leaf will look around and start casting mending on a little bit of the bridge.
Leaf, not that. Someone, like, the bridge is fine. I'm talking about, like, this little talk. This is fixing me. How about that? These little tiny talks that we have on our watches.
You need mending?
No, you're mending me by talking. Does that make any sense to you, Leaf?
What is wrong?
No! You're raising my spirits. We had a pretty big battle just a little bit ago, Leaf. Like, you being you is mending. You don't need to do these extra little things.
But doing extra things helps.
It does, but I'm trying to teach you to be human, man.
It seems like being human is quite hard.
The more that I think about it, it's complicated as hell.
Maybe being a machine is a lot easier.
Maybe, but I don't have that experience, and I don't think you do either. You don't act like your brothers and sisters at all. You have autonomy, you have free will, you have a conscience that you have to rest. You're not an object, Leaf. I wanted you to know that.
Yes. This one knows you are right, but when you say that, that makes this one feel even more alone, because if I am not like my brothers and sisters, I am most certainly not also like you, then I am
But
not
you're
like...
like the other Aormatons. The other Aormatons aren't objects either. If, who's the dude that gave us the app oranges? Do you remember him?
Zervaxin?
Zervaxin. He's his own person. He owns a farm. I'm talking about, like, your race, Leaf. You might not be an Aormaton, but you're a part of the Aormatons. You still have people like you. You're never alone, Leaf. That wasn't my intention at all for this.
I know. But also, it's hard. I am not like an Aormaton, although I am similar. But this one is not like you all either.
I'm a wood elf, and Rosalind's, that was a bad example. 'Cause I don't know exactly. Kalishtar. Like,
Maybe
there's
it's a
different
palette elf.
races. Yeah, she's a different elf. Corey's a changeling. Zana's a changeling. Hermia are those seasonal people I can't remember the name of.
Eldred.
She's a spirit of
Eldred.
Halloween.
Actually, no, I think Leo definitely just forgot the names.
I think it's totally in character.
Yeah.
So there's different forms of humanity, Leaf. You're not alone. In that case, like,
Well, sure,
everybody's
but
alone.
you all have races, but Aormatons
So do
are a race.
You're a different race of Aormaton, probably. Maybe we haven't found another you because your race is on another continent, like Taldore.
Maybe. Maybe we will find answers once we find my creator.
Even if she is your creator, we don't know that yet.
Once we find Dr. Fernelius.
Now, which way do you think we're planning on going in the morning?
It is hard to say.
Were you thinking about shortcutting it all the way up through the river to get there quicker, or go through the forest and see what we can find through there? What were you thinking?
I feel like this one probably thinks that our methods of stealth are much more enhanced through the forest. If we go through the river, we are more out in the open. but we will have to
True.
see what the rest of the group says.
I think most of them will agree with you. But this forest is probably our safest bet.
What do you think?
I think getting there quicker would be better, but I think you're right. The forest would be our safest bet.
Well, the two of you continue to discuss the pros and cons of the forest path versus the river path. Corey, where are you meeting Mr. Xenatol in your dream?
Mad Robbie. I'm
This is
gonna
such fitting music.
dream.
It's happy.
I'm not dreaming to Xenatol. I'm gonna dream to Faye.
Oh. Well,
Never mind. This is not fitting music.
Yeah,
I was wrong.
let's grab a different
She's
song if that's the case. Then, where are you dreaming to then?
Yeah, probably just the farmhouse.
Okay. You, as the dream comes into focus, you see her carrying some pails of water from a well towards the barn.
Just kind of like fixing the collar.
Do you look like? Are you in changeling form? Are you in Kieran form?
I think I'm in changeling form,
Okay.
and I just run up and Faye.
She turns towards you, seeing you immediately drops the bucket and then runs over. Corey, and wraps her arms around you in a hug.
Oh, I give her a hug back. How have you been? Sorry, I haven't visited. We've been really busy.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I figured, you're doing hero things and stuff. Will you tell me about it?
Yeah. And kind of like a slideshow, I just show her the different battles and such. And I think
as you start and you show Port Damali, she's like, "Oh, can we go there? It's
yeah.
I'm here every day."
Yeah. And I show her Port Damali.
So you recount your adventures and your heroics for her. Was there anything particular specific that you wanted to ask or discuss with her, or just spend the night?
I think I
dreaming with
wanted to ask, so how's your family? How's everything going on back home?
Yeah, everything's good. It's been I guess there was I don't really want to call it a scare, we saw anything or stuff like that, but there have been reports of Knowles kind of on the prowl again, but there happened to be some adventurers in town that kind of went out and I guess roved around looking for him, but didn't find anything. So I think maybe it was just people, I don't know, being scared or something. But things have been good. One of our horses had babies, had twins, so that's been exciting.
Oh, what are their names?
I tried to talk them into naming them Corey and Balthazar, but apparently those aren't proper horse names. So
Yeah. I'll ask my friends for ideas. They're really good at naming horses.
okay.
And I think Corey's just enjoying this kind of like talk of normal life and just stability. With no heavy stakes or world-ending, life-ending things. And Corey starts to speak and goes, well, I just hope you stay safe. I should really next time we're in town, I'll make sure that we get you a girlfriend stone. I
What's
mean,
a girlfriend stone?
sorry, it's just an inside joke that I have with my group. It's just like a, like a message stone, a sending stone, so that,
So you can
then you
talk
can
to
reach
your
out.
girlfriend?
Uh, I think like yeah. I think like in a weird cartoony way, like these like love heart like cartoon effects start to like bubble around Corey because it's a
In
dream.
the tree. It's weird. Nobody asked me to be their girlfriend. Don't you have to be a girlfriend to have a girlfriend stone?
Yeah. Um. Uh. And like Corey just looks down at their shoes and um.
Oh no, your sound cut out.
Literally in the middle of you talking, this is so sad. Literally, it stopped with like, and she says,
Oh, can you hear me?
"Yes,
Now we
can
now
hear
we
ya.
can."
Okay, so Corey waves their hand and Sky writes in the sky, Faye, ... and then you can see typing. Typing stops. Typing. Will you be my girlfriend?
Boy, there's some pretty clouds out today. When you look up at those
Yeah.
clouds, what does it look like to you? Almost looks like writing to me, but I can't quite make it out. Could you read it for me?
Faye, will you be my girlfriend?
One more time with feeling.
Will you be my girlfriend? And Corey's like about to cry.
You faced down ogres in interdimensional demon men. Why do you look so afraid right now?
I've never had a girlfriend before. Sorry. Oh God, I shouldn't have said that. Why did I say that? I've had tons of partners, but not like a disgusting amount. Just a normal amount of partners in the past.
I don't believe that for a moment, but I would be happy to be your first girlfriend. Makes you feel any better? I've never had a significant other either.
Oh,
So you'll be my first.
okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Uh, thanks, Faye. Not for accepting. That would be weird to thank you for accepting that. But
She leans over and kisses you on the cheek.
you know, I was feeling really down, and I. It always makes me really happy to see you.
I'm always really happy to see you too.
Well, yeah, I'll drop off one of those stones.
What stones?
The sending stones. Yeah, and then that way you can contact me when you want, or I can contact you.
So we'll be able to talk to each other anytime we want?
Well, it's like once a day, and you can only say like one or two sentences, but at least that way,
seems
like,
dumb.
yeah,
Doesn't it
it's
though?
yeah,
Somewhere Roz is vindicated.
yeah. It's not ideal, but like in case like whenever I get busy, we can still like check in, just say hi, you know.
Okay. She
And
takes her arm in yours and just kind of rests her head on your shoulder.
I think we're sitting on the shores of the Menagerie Coast. just watching the sunset.
Okay. And eventually, the dream comes to an end, and you all wake up in the morning, rested and rejuvenated.
Oh, thank God.
I had already said I had a long rest, so oops.
Yep.
So do
all
my
good.
do my ribbons are they activated now?
Yes. So as you put the headband on, you have these long ribbons flowing down behind you. You also realize that you can change the colors of the ribbon at will if you'd like to, so you can make them blue to match the rest of your aesthetic.
Blue or white or
and
purple, I guess.
when you attune to it, you can also choose what the command word is to turn it into a bow.
Damn it, I gotta think of a word. I'll think of some elvish sounding word.
And if you wanted to try it out, when you take the headband off and you kind of hold it in your hand, when you say the command word, you watch as the ribbons begin to glow and start sort of straighten out into the shape of a bow, and then with a flash of light as the whole thing is glowing, they solidify into a bow with no string, but as you put your hand near the front of it as if you were to knock an arrow, a celestial sort of string appears, and as you pull back, it creates this long arrow of light that becomes your ammunition.
All right, she will be testing it out on some trees.
The tree
Oh, that's a neat trick.
explodes.
Yeah, this thing's pretty nifty, I will say.
Oh shit! Get your weapons out! No.
It's just me. You know.
It's a tree.
It is also a fashion accessory.
I'm so jealous. You look so pretty.
Wait, what?
Too, Hermia?
Hermia says that to you, Maeve. She's jealous. You look so pretty.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss. Oh, well, you're very pretty too. Don't worry.
What?
I don't look that good with ribbons in my hair.
Oh, I don't think that's true. And in fact, I'm gonna prove it to you once I can get some ribbons.
Okay, you can try.
Mm-hmm. Lights over to Roz. I know somebody that will probably be very happy to see you have ribbons in your hair.
Just stage
Yeah.
nod.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll look for some ribbons. And if you have to remind me, that's fine too. Maybe next time we camp down.
I'll probably forget. But
Okay.
I'll try to
Can
remember.
I use thaumaturgy to make ribbons appear on?
I
mean,
have thaumaturgy. Does
for
that
like
make ribbons?
for like an instant, you could do like little sort of ribbony effects, but they would fade pretty
Yeah.
quickly.
Nope, I'll just take clothing and make ribbons. It's not a big deal.
You could do something with minor illusion, but you run into that problem in video games where like it doesn't quite like mesh well with the hair, and like the ribbons just
Yeah,
keep
it
clipping
clips.
through your shoulders.
Yeah. No, it definitely clips.
Ew, clipping.
Actually, you know
Gross.
what? No, we're gonna do this right now. I'm gonna say that I've got some strips of fabric because I think everyone has strips of fabric, and I'm gonna prove a point.
You carry around strips of fabric?
They're good for binding and wounds.
Oh, that's smart, I guess.
They're
You
blood
live
red to go with the blood. No.
When you live out in the woods, you gotta be prepared for anything.
Zana also mentions that ribbons are better for binding hands because it doesn't like bruise or tear in the same or like burn the same way that like ropes would or cut in like normal manacles.
Hermia looks
That's
at her
true.
strangely.
Interesting.
I look at
What? Sometimes you have to use what you have at your disposal.
I agree. You do have to sometimes use what you have at your disposal. We don't always have opportunities to get the proper
I
supplies.
agree. I just wish I'd seen it more in action.
Hermia
Y'all
I
looks
wasn't
at
real
me,
kinky
like,
until my
weirdly.
80s. Wow.
The pallet elf. Lay off me.
Zana realizes what you guys are referring to, and her cheeks turn a pale shade of pink as she takes off towards the bridge.
Aw.
Oh,
Give it a
we
thumbs
can
up.
embarrass her with sex?
Leave her alone, Leo.
Let's not. I don't want to push it too much. Here. I'm going to take Hermia's hair and I'm going to kind of French braid the ribbons into it, meaning like it's like inlaid into the hair,
Mhm.
and then kind of out with it, so it's like pigtails
Corey,
with ribbons.
you hear Gil. Oh, she's doing someone's hair again. That's a throwback. Do you remember?
Everyone loves a
when-
callback.
Remember when you had done Corey's hair, then she went into Gil, and Gil
That's
told her that
right.
Yeah.
it wasn't done
Shut up,
very
Gil.
well.
I like doing hair. Okay, that is a
Mhm.
trait I put like in all of my characters.
Yeah.
Corey just like bats Gil's voice away.
Anyway.
I like the idea that he like pops up as like a little like thought bubble, and you like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like,
it's
"Yeah,
like
yeah,
or
yeah."
like literally Genie from Aladdin, like just like a little
Oh.
apparition, like
Oh,
go
oh.
away.
Only you can see it, though. He's invisible to everyone else.
So I
Yep.
do her hair, and
Mhm.
I immediately turn her towards Roz, and I pat her back, and I said, "See, you look great with ribbons." And I take off and look for Sana.
I can't exactly see myself. Wait, Maeve, come back! I
She's
can't
back.
see myself.
Look at the
Full
shininess of
mirror.
her armor.
The
Full
shield.
mirror is not
Yep.
exactly a good mirror.
Here, you can look in my shield. And she grabs her shield off her back, and
For me,
Let's
it
see, look.
looks.
you look wonderful.
I mean, I guess. Weird. Huh.
I think my work is bad.
No, Hermia's just never
Okay.
seen her hair like it look in like braids that don't like you know when you're a little kid and you're in dance and you get your hair like done for like a recital and like it's all like super like hair
Oh,
straight and it's not like
Mhm.
looks like hair, it like just
It looks like a hat almost.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hermia's
The-
not used to like seeing her hair braided and actually still looking like her hair.
The white streak also defiantly frees itself and just falls down in front of your face.
Hermia shrugs. Well, that's just the way it goes.
It looks good.
Definitely different. I mean, I hated when my mom used to braid my hair because she wasn't as like nice about it as Maeve was, and it always hurt, so I would just run away.
Actually, same. I hated getting my hair done.
I
Yeah,
tried.
it's
I
not
tried.
fun. No, Hermia likes the way you did it. Her mom
I-
pulled her hair really hard. She would
No,
try
it's
to
more of I try
wrangle
to
it
braid.
in.
I try to braid Callie's hair, but I always give her migraines.
Yeah, my hair does not like being.
She has very sensitive hair. Like I'm not like I swear to God.
Not at all.
So yes. No.
Um. So okay. How loud were Pori and Zato last night?
They weren't. They were talking in their heads.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we have. I have no idea. I'm just being a little meta with my girlfriend.
Regardless, like Hermia still wanted to talk to Corey.
Yeah, Corey's around there. Everyone's just kind of like getting things ready. Leo's helping to like saddle up the horses and get them attached to the cart and all of that.
Corey has a strangely like chipper mood today.
I mean, Hermia always thinks Corey looks chipper and bright, so
Yeah.
she wouldn't think too much about it if you seemed extra so. Corey,
Just happy.
how you doing?
Oh, I'm great. I'm so great. How are you?
Maeve did my hair, and it still looks like hair, so pretty good.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I'm still really grateful for you from yesterday, and I was thinking about like, I guess doing something in return, not because I have to, but because I want to. And I still feel kind of bad, like from like when we had that fight in my head.
Oh,
But-
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember like you had asked me about like the Feywild and like what people are like, and I realized that I didn't actually like tell you how the people are like. I just told you like the stories my brother like told me about like how the Feywild is and how like shitty my city is. But if you still wanted to like know like about like like how people are supposed to act there and whatnot, I could.
Yeah. No, I would love that. And don't worry, we're always busy, so like, yeah, like maybe we could have like lessons and stuff every night and stuff, and like you just tell me a little bit about what you know, and then I don't know, we could practice like etiquette stuff and
Yeah. So
like
so
whenever we go to the fancy places and like there's like different size forks and spoons and stuff, like I don't know, so I just eat with my hands because I'm too afraid to like make a
I just like
decision.
kind of like close my eyes and just pick one, like eeny meeny miny mo.
So there is no rules. You can just do whatever you want.
I mean, that's how I interpreted it, but my mom says
Okay.
I have terrible table manners, so don't take my word for
Oh.
it. But then
Oh.
she's like a mean, like stuck-up person, so I say
Yeah.
just pick whichever one looks like the coolest to use.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
anyway, as far as etiquette goes, I might have like told you this already, but you remember that hag, that was she with us for the hag or no? I don't
No.
remember.
No.
Oh, so you would know
Yeah,
this.
totally.
So you would know this. I'm sorry. Like things mush together. in
I
my
like
brain.
this is the second time in like 12 hours that someone's like, remember when this happened? No, oh, right, you weren't with us for that one.
Herbie, I didn't mean it.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah,
So,
what happened?
well, yeah, we saw this hag from the Feywild, because there's like a weird portal, like that was like, opened up from like fake creatures were coming through, but they weren't nice. They weren't. The hag might have been straight up evil, but for the other ones, they were just kind of like freaking out because they're suddenly in a different place. But the hag asked me for my name, and I didn't give it. And do you know why?
Because she was mean and I'm assuming attacking you guys.
No.
Oh.
So like when you're dealing with like a being from the Feywilds, you never want to give them your full true name. At least not at first. There's
Okay.
I've always thought it was like my brother would tell me, if you meet a stranger in the Feywild, like never give them your true name because your true name has power over like your very like being and your soul. Don't know if it's like that powerful, but I mean, yeah, just don't. Like give like a fake name or whatever. Also, if they ever offer you a gift and you don't know them, don't accept the gift. Just don't. Most of the time it's cursed, especially if you're a human. Like, I mean, yeah, they like giving people cursed shit and stuff that like it doesn't work the way they're supposed to. And also, like, they're hoping that you'll thank them for the gift because that means you owe them a favor, and you don't want to owe someone like a favor that's like has no like terms or specifics tied to it. Because I mean,
Okay.
yeah, don't like do favors or like offer to do something. Just don't. You don't lie to them
Okay.
either. Well, here's the thing. Playful lies are okay, but you never want to like straight up just flat out lie. You know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah, that one's gonna be hard, but okay.
Like playful lies are okay, but like you don't want to like be straight up deceitful because they will be able to tell, and they won't like that. If you keep a promise, like if you make a promise with one of them, like you always have to keep it no matter what. Like if you can't keep your word, you're not worth knowing.
Oh.
What else? Oh, they don't like it. Like so, like sometimes humans kind of like end up in the Feywild randomly, and like when they leave, they're all like excited and bragging about it. And then everybody wants to go see the Feywild and see all the pretty fey creatures. Yeah, don't be that guy. Like we don't want. Yeah, we don't like tourists, pretty much.
This is a lot, and Corey has been taking notes and stuff.
And
But-
also like if you ever see like them just randomly dancing, like don't join. Like
But
I
that
know
seems
like
so fun.
yeah, I mean Yeah, you just don't do that, because like you could like be placed under some like weird curse that makes you dance until you basically die of exhaustion. So you don't want to do that.
Okay.
Um, Also,
But
like, um, you don't want to copy another phase like appearance without like um I guess they'll let you. So like if you go in and you're like looking like, some other fae, they'll take offense to that. Um
Ew.
and like when you meet someone like for the first time, you don't want to like try to hide your appearance from them either.
Okay.
So like you want to
This is
be.
a lot.
Yeah, I know it's a lot. I figured I'd start now and
No, it's
hopefully.
good because I think what I have is good, and then you can like quiz me and stuff, and maybe we can like role play and practice. Because I'm not gonna lie, half of those things like I would have done, like I would have just,
Exactly, like you don't like
you
think
know,
about it. Um
yeah.
Also like use your like you have to like be really really polite with them, like even if they kind of like are a little bit mean.
Okay.
It's just like they really like polite people. Um and if you're on a path, like don't be like me and stray from the path, cuz like if you're lucky, you'll just get like to like the dark canopy. If you're unlucky, you'll probably never be seen again. So yeah, don't stray from the paths that are like in the woods.
Zana shouts down. Can we take this lesson on the road?
Yeah.
Uh, uh, yeah. That's a lot, but yeah, I'll study this stuff, and you can keep talking.
Just now that you know, I guess, your name, just be careful with it.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah. No, I
here,
mean,
especially
oh,
with, yeah, just be careful. Names have power, and me, I'm from like a minor like family in a town of elves that think they're hot shit, but really they're really not. But your parents are actually some important people.
Ori thinks about the times like they straight up told Niles and Xenatol. Yeah, no,
It's just,
that would
you
be
know,
silly.
because you
Yeah.
gotta keep in mind that, like, I don't care if I fuck with my parents, because fuck them.
Yeah.
But you don't want, like, say, like, you don't want to, like, do something that would put them in a bad spot or, like, endanger them. Because, say, like, I agree to, like, do something for somebody. Like,
Mhm.
that could put them on the hook for it, too.
Oh.
Like, see, I don't care if my parents get on the hook for that because they're shitty people. Yeah, so
I mean, it's
doesn't
like
matter
I
how
make deals with
shitty.
Faye all the time without any stipulations. I'm like, whatever you want to do, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
my mom said she'd do this thing for you, so yeah, totally hit her up.
There's a lot I have to think about. I want to tell something to you though, Hermia, and you're the first person to know it because we're talking.
Okay. Okay. Hermia's worried. Did I do something?
No, I have a girlfriend.
Oh, that's so exciting!
Ah! Wait. Oh, don't tell Zana. Don't tell her
She
yet,
might.
because I want.
Hermia like stage whispers. She might already know.
Just until I know she knows. Just like
Well, I'm
don't
not.
share it.
Yeah, I won't. But yeah, she might already know because she just seems to know shit.
Well, she doesn't know everything.
I
Okay.
hope not.
As the two of you head back up to the bridge to join everyone, you hear Gil. Technically, I knew before she did. I was there.
Okay, the person I'm telling, Gil, that's the difference.
I'm just saying. That's all.
Of course, yes, you're there. You always. Oh wait,
Maybe he wanted to be told.
It's
first.
my magic. I can't.
I know
it's
it's
not like
your
I.
magic, but
well,
like, can you
I
close
don't.
your eyes? Because
I
like,
don't like.
now I feel weird.
Okay,
Like
it's
you're
not-
watching
Does he
me.
see it with
No.
us?
It's not that I watch. It's just that I'm like
Ah.
aware.
Okay, I
That
don't.
doesn't
I was
make
gonna
it
say
better.
I don't like the things that Gil may have seen. I had
We'll
sex
talk
in one of
about
those
that
streams.
later.
Gil has dirt on
just gonna
everybody.
say-
Wait, Gil, do you know something?
No, it's just it's like if someone's watching a movie in the other room. Like you don't know what's happening, but like
Oh,
you know.
so like you hear it.
It's
Oh,
just
you hear it.
Matter?
you know
Thin
what?
walls.
Go find out where you're going next. So everyone meets up on the bridge.
Stuff
Do
we
you
didn't
want to
need to
go through the forest or up along the river? River's going to be faster, but you may. There's not going to be as much cover. That's not to say that the forest is safer. It will take a little bit longer, but there's also more of a chance that whatever dangers there are, you have a better chance of avoiding them.
Which area am I more familiar with when I was traveling?
It would have been through the woods.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the woods would be the way to go. Last time I tried to get us to take the safe route, I got a marrow arrow in the shoulder. So with the not safe route, the fast route. So yeah, this time I vote for the woods.
Which way would I have been more familiar with when I went through this way?
I would say probably both of them, depending. If you were like bringing something back, you probably would have went through the woods because there's actually like proper trails and stuff like that. But if it was just you kind of walking along, you could carry whatever it was, then you would have probably taken the river.
I'm fine with whatever.
I think the forest is probably, with the trails, is a good bet.
Okay. So into the trails you go. In that case, is everyone... Are you trying to be stealthy with your travel or just vigilant?
Vigilant.
Probably just vigilant.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you have horses in a cart, so you can't really necessarily
Yeah.
be stealthy about
We
it.
can put foam on their hooves and the wheels, can't we?
You got foam?
Foam? What is foam? I'm just teasing.
I'll druid craft some vines to put on the wheels so they don't make noise. And then we'll put the horses on the carts so they don't make noise.
Then who's
And we'll
who's taking
pull
the...
them.
Oh, okay,
So-
we're gonna pull them. Okay.
Here's what I would like everyone to do then.
No.
As you get ready to head off in the morning for the we'll say the first half of the day's travel. I would like everyone to choose a skill or choose a way that you want to help the party's travel go more smoothly. That could be by using some sort of spell, or there could be a skill that you'd like to use, such as keeping an eye out with perception, or doing something to try and make things more stealthy. Take a look over your skills or your abilities. Decide how it is that you would like to help,
I
and
have
then
a
we will do some skill challenges.
Question. I'm not doing it. It's just me asking first.
Yep.
Considering I may have noticed it before. Does Leaf give off when I use my Arcane Seeker necklace? Does he give off any type of magic?
Oh, interesting.
Because I've definitely used it with him around, so I feel like I would have noticed previously.
Make a Arcana. Oh, I'll tell you what, because there is something inherently magical about Leaf. Obviously, his magical items give off an aura, so you would have known that. If you want to use it again and try to take a closer look at Leaf, I will allow you to, but I will say that you wouldn't have picked anything up passively because all of his magical equipment would have, if it's there, would have potentially blended in with it, if that makes sense.
I do have
Okay.
a cloak of protection, so
Okay. I don't know if I want to use it, if I don't know if it's gonna work. Because that was going to be my thing, was kind of like using it as we're walking along to see if, like, while it lasts, to see, like, if it pings anything.
Okay, so if you wanted to use it for that purpose, I will have you make an Arcana check to see if you notice anything else about Leaf.
Okay.
I can help with survival checks.
Okay.
I'll do that for one of my
Unless no one
checks
uses
then.
perception.
All right, so Hermia, go ahead then and make a Arcana check for me.
A 27.
27. Okay. And it lasts. How long does the item last for? Is it 10 minutes or is it an hour?
I think it's only 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. As you are keeping an eye out for any sort of magical anomalies, you don't see anything of like a particular type of like class of magic anywhere. There is occasionally what I would say you would recognize as some latent Fey essence in the air, which I would say you would probably interpret that as being that potentially there may be some Fey-type creatures in the area or who have passed through here recently. And the 27, you also notice very faintly, and only for like a few seconds, like you're almost not even sure if you saw it or not, but a very slight tinge of divine magic coming from Leaf.
Huh. Interesting.
Maeve, you said you might do perception if nobody else does it.
Perception or survival, depending on what
All right,
other people
we'll
choose.
come back around you then. Does somebody else have what they'd like to use?
I know what
I'll
I'm
use
going to do.
perception.
All right. Leo,
go,
go ahead
Leaf.
and just... all right, Leaf, what would you like to do?
I am going to cast the spell Speak with Plants to speak with the forest and foliage to gain a better idea of where the path is that we're going to, and get a better view of like if there's any hostiles in the general vicinity and stuff, and find a safe path.
All right, great. Go ahead and give me a nature check at advantage.
Woof.
Well then,
Okay.
I've never seen someone roll doubles more than you, I have to say.
That should only
Really?
happen one every 20 times.
You'd think.
So as you try to talk to the plants, Leaf, you're getting a bit of resistance. You try to ask them about danger, and they do mention the like rogue automaton experiments that seem to be roaming around, and it seems like they don't quite trust you because you too are an automaton, and after a few exchanges with each of them and trying to convince them that you are not a threat, they don't seem very intent on listening because you are also traveling with people who normally try to cut them down. And very quickly...
My headcanon is that the plants of this forest are just kind of assholes.
And very quickly, word kind of starts to spread that if the automaton comes up and is like, I'm not one of the bad ones, please help us, to ignore you.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
Rude.
Rude.
Asshole plants.
that's profiling. I don't. These plants are very
Racist plants.
Seriously.
Fuck these plants. I gotta
Leo,
have trying to calm them down.
you'd like to... playing right into their hand, Rosalind. Leo, you would like to use your perception?
Yes, I would like to look around to make sure we're not getting followed by automatons, or if I can spot them before they spot us.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, fuck. I just thought of
14
something.
plus 10.
So 24. Okay. With a
Yep.
24, there are a few close calls where you are able to spot or hear some sort of rogue experiments that seem to be roving through the woods, and you're able to sort of pull the horses and even the cart kind of off the road and into the heavy foliage and bushes a few times, and you are able to avoid a few encounters that you otherwise may have had to fight your way through.
For me, as a question for the group,
Yeah, go for it.
does anybody know the spell locate object?
I think I do.
I
Well,
did, and then
was-
got rid of it because it wasn't useful.
or maybe it might be like locate
It's just niche, okay?
creature. But yesterday I looked at like that weird animal machine thing. And I took a piece of it, and I was just wondering, like, if you had the spell, maybe you could like see if like something made of that is close by or not. Just a thought. You don't have to do it.
Just to warn you, the range is not great. It might be good enough for
Like
this, but that was
500
mine.
It's a,
feet,
it's
yeah.
1,000 feet.
It's 1,000 feet? Okay, because when I tried to use locate object for an Aormaton, I was told, first of all, I shouldn't, because they're people. And then I was told that the distance wasn't
Now
good
who's
enough,
being racist?
Because they're people.
so anyway.
Well, we are also in a city
I will
when
point
you tried
out,
to do that.
By rules as written, though, a corpse is an object.
Fair enough.
That is true.
Yeah,
So if you were
corpse or
looking-
loot.
If you were
So,
looking
I
for a
guess-
dead person,
Would that
locate
work
object
then
works.
in this case?
I would,
Well,
I would,
depends
I
on
would,
how
I
nice
would,
Robbie feels.
I would have you make a roll for it because I'd have to check the the way that it's spelled.
I don't have the spell. I got rid of it. in our
Right,
last
but
level up,
but
so.
I'm not sure. I think you have to look for a specific thing. So I don't think you can be like, oh well, I want to locate all of the pencils within 1,000 feet and have all of them go off.
It doesn't matter. I don't have it set right now anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I don't have it prepared.
I just thought it was a smart idea.
Yeah,
okay.
clever. No, it's clever.
It is.
Because I
Smart.
literally just got
Hermia?
rid of that spell.
It
from my
is,
spell list
and as
because
I
it was
mentioned,
not
that
useful.
if you want to use it for something like that in the future, I would just have you probably roll like an Arcana check or something like that.
That's fine. I don't know that spell either way, but I could have, like, I remembered somebody had it.
I
It's
used,
cool
yeah.
that they don't have it, because we didn't really use it when
All
we
right.
did have it.
Maeve, go ahead then with your survival check.
All right, survival. 18.
18 is pretty good. So with an 18, I think in conjunction with Leo, whenever he spots something or hears something, you're able to use your survival to kind of point out good places where the cart can be hidden behind things, or you're able to like grab branches, be able to kind of pull down in front of you to help obfuscate and obscure yourself as you are traveling through. Rosalind and Corey.
Are you gonna do it?
You know what? In honor of Malkyria, given that my other stats are pretty worthless in this situation, I'd like to roll performance and do a travel montage of us getting through the forest.
All right, it's pretty high DC.
Give it a go. Why not?
Give it a go.
Be the 120 you get.
25.
25. All right.
Did you spit inspo on it?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
First time.
So you travel montage through the forest. You see Roz in front of you on Reggie cutting down vines and slashing through bushes
Cut down
with
vines.
Radiant
We do the
Sister.
thing where we like go through like one section of trees and come out another on the other side, and like
Yep.
we're confused for a minute,
Yep.
but then we figure it out.
At one point, a bear comes out and scares everyone, and then Roz like
Yep.
roars back at it, and it runs the other way.
Yep.
Nice.
That's a success, I guess. Corey.
I think. 6.
I'm gonna ask group. Apparently I have this potion of animal friendship. Is anyone against me using it right now?
No.
Oh, go for it.
No.
Cool. So I'm going
Yes.
to take it.
Are there
Really,
any animals
Leaf?
nearby?
Do
I
you
mean,
want
there's
it, Leaf?
Animals
No, go
throughout the
No,
forest.
he's just being an asshole. It's the plan.
I
Talk to
am
him.
going to chug this potion and then speak to little critters and say, "Hey, is there anything dangerous up ahead? You know, could you lead us? Could you lead me to like the best path to this location? I would like to vie for persuasion.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
At advantage because I used the thing.
Sure.
Okay. 25.
Okay. So animal friendship doesn't let you talk with things, but they just know
does?
that you mean them no harm. Nope. The spell lets you convince
Oh.
a beast
You're
that
thinking
you
speak
mean
with
it
animals.
no
I can't
harm.
read.
Yep. So
That's Corey.
there are a few times where you come across some smaller critters that kind of seem to give you sort of directions, maybe to help avoid running into more nefarious looking things. And there are a few times where you run into something that you probably might have had to fight. It probably wouldn't have been too dangerous for you as a group, but upon seeing Corey under the effects of the animal friendship, they suddenly turn docile and decide to leave you alone and walk the other way. So, congratulations. That is 5 successes and 1 failure.
Donna didn't do anything yet. Is she gonna do something?
Ah.
She gonna help out, or is that all we need?
I mean, that was all you need, but if she gets a failure now, then who knows what that
nah,
might do.
it's fine. What, I just noticed she didn't say anything, so I didn't know if she needed to be involved.
She did some stealthy stuff for you. And as you continue to travel, Leaf and Maeve,
Yes.
you notice a particularly gnarled tree. It stood out to you both because the way that some of the knots and the growth on it have grown, you kind of feel like you see a little bit of like a face in it. And the second time, it's just like a weird deja vu. But then you see it again, about 20, 30 minutes later. And after an hour, you see it again.
Can we hold for a second?
Yeah. Are you okay?
I might just be tired. I feel like I've been seeing the same face on some of these trees, and it's weirding me out because I've never seen that before.
Is
I
this like
have.
Corey's girlfriend who is totally here with us right now?
What? Uncalled for.
I, for one, believe Corey. So,
Fair enough.
Wait, did Corey tell everybody else that she was?
No, I'm
No.
being an asshole.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I just assume that she's just giving her shit for having a crush. I guess I will hop off and will carefully approach this tree.
Okay.
I don't I didn't know if anyone else saw it, so if Leaf speaks up, that's fine. I just took
Yeah.
the initiative.
Does it look like we're going in circles, or does it seem like we're passing?
It just seems like you're passing the same tree. Like you can tell what direction you're going in, and it's not like you're continuously going to the left and coming around in a circle.
Weird tree.
Can I put on Elroy and? Oh no, that doesn't. That's identify. It's not magic. Who has
magic.
the magic?
She already used it.
Used it. Can't use it till
Ah.
tomorrow.
I got detect magic.
You do?
Yeah.
Drew is
Can
too.
you use it on this tree?
Give me 10 minutes.
Okay.
All right, so Leaf sits down and begins to cast his
I think it's a
ritual.
ritual cast.
Hey, I do
Za-
ritual
Zana
cast, I
calls you
could.
from the other side of the tree. Maeve, come over here and check this out.
Okay, she'll go around.
And as you walk around behind the tree, you don't see Zana there, and you come back around to the front of the tree, and everyone's gone.
Fuck.
Uh,
Cool. Aces! Maeve is lost in a magic tree land.
Hermia like pipes up I was gonna say this earlier. She's like, this is like one of the stories my brother told me, like why you don't stray off the path, like you end up just kind of wandering around in the circles, like without realizing it.
Did I
And
ever
then
see
you just
trees?
get lost.
Did I see trees like this when I first came through?
I mean, there's lots of trees around like this. I mean, this one in particular, you just happen to kind of see a weird kind of face in, but it's not like it's a like a different type of tree from what's around. Just the way that the knots in it have kind of grown.
Okay. Well.
Can I,
Too late now.
Charles Xavier to Maeve, you okay?
You think they're kissing back there?
Zana's with
Might
you
be.
all,
Oh, well, probably
Oh.
not then.
Wait,
and
Wait,
when
So
And
did
when-
Maeve just wander off? Like,
Yeah, I thought
Maeve
I
walked
didn't realize she
behind
was-
the tree,
yeah.
and that's all you've seen of her so far. She hasn't came back out.
Wait,
wait,
why
so
did Maeve
I don't
go
hear a
behind the
response,
tree?
right?
Correct.
Did
You
we
try
see?
to talk to her, you don't get anything back, and Maeve, you don't hear anything.
I
Did we
would've tried to-
see? Did we see the
Um,
Zana call for Maeve to go behind the tree?
Nobody else heard it.
Nope, I just.
Rosalind.
So we just saw Maeve just like wander over there.
No,
for
yeah,
no
Maeve
reason.
walked. No, Maeve walked over the tree because she was looking at it, and then she walked around it.
That's the last we saw.
This is
Light pipes up in your head, Rosalind. You should probably form a perimeter. Make sure there's nothing else around.
Sure. And she will go to form a perimeter. She'll use the cart as kind of like one face of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then kind of make her way around that.
Is Lester with me?
Lester is with you, and Roz,
Okay.
as you begin to kind of make a perimeter, keeping your eyes on the cart at all time, as you eventually come around to the other side,
Oh fuck!
everyone is gone.
Damn it!
this is some Feywild
Just
shit.
happening. Oh no.
Um,
I see Roz now.
You do not.
Oh, okay. We're...
Leaf, how's that detect magic coming along? I feel like we might be in the midst of
Hermia,
some
you're
magic.
interrupting this cast. Hold on.
So
I feel like I
Hermia,
have exactly.
as you ask that, Hermia, you turn to look back over towards Leaf, who is sitting in front of the tree, and he's not there anymore.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not dumb. Everyone's dealing with this.
I think as I do that, would I think that I'm in some kind of magic Feywild shit?
This is definitely magic Feywild bullshit.
Can I try? Okay, well it's an illusion. Can I try to do dispel magic?
What are you targeting?
The weird tree.
Okay. Cast a spell on the weird tree. Go ahead and roll a d20. Add your charisma modifier to it. Leo, Corey.
I want
What are
to
you
grab
doing?
Corey's hand.
Okay, you reach over, you grab
Aw.
Corey's hand.
But Corey
Leo,
isn't
I'm
there.
scared.
But Corey's
Where
been
did
gone for
everyone
20
go?
years.
Oh my
Oh no.
Leo, you're so old you forgot. The party died already.
Oh,
Ouch.
Jesus.
so you're a ghost, Corey?
Okay, so no, I'm kidding.
thought
I
you
don't
would
know
be
what's
older.
going on.
This whole story is Leo's psychotic break as he deals with the party having died.
And he woke up. It was all a dream.
Oh god, could you imagine that? We lost in Rexentrum and I was the only survivor.
Dirty 20, not
Yeah.
nat. All right, you cast Dispel on the tree in front of you, Hermia. And you look around hoping to see your friends, and you realize that you are all alone now. Even the horses are gone.
Ooh.
I think we're alone now.
Corey, Leo, and
Alright.
Zana are the only three that seem to be left with the horses.
I am
Uh,
I'm like hugging onto Leo like a koala bear now. Leo, what's happening? Everyone's disappearing.
I don't know. I start shouting out for names like Rosalind, Maeve, come back to the cart. And do anything back.
Okay, you got us.
Leaf,
Oh,
you
look 'em out
eventually
now.
you finish your ritual and open your eyes, and the space around you is just infused with like this sort of pink aura, this like fey magic. It's not just the tree, like it is everywhere, like a fog in this part of the forest. And as you turn around to tell your friends, there's not even a cart. Everyone is gone.
Why did everyone leave this one?
Oh, no.
Very rude.
Very rude.
Sorry.
Okay, he's casting. Go, 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 go.
Quick, everyone pick
They
up the
finally
cart
got
and move
sick
it
of
so
y'all
it
just
doesn't
wanting to
make
be
any
alone.
noise. I need everyone except Zana, Corey, and Leo to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Why?
We'll find out. And I will
Why?
spend inspo.
No,
27.
no one gets Roz's
Okay.
aura, by the way, except
And
for
What about
I-
Roz?
Roz gets her aura. Yes.
Oh, okay.
27.
18.
Okay.
I spent inspo because I was scared and I got a 23.
Okay.
I want to see what happens, so I'm not going to spend
No.
inspiration.
So as you all begin to try to like look around the area, you start calling out for one another. Minutes seem to feel like hours, and Leaf, you gain a point of exhaustion.
Oh, that's not fun. I just lost my exhaustion.
All right,
I'm
Roz is
aware.
gonna get Radiant Sister out because this is getting fucked up.
They
she's
do
gonna
what
realize-
with it? You're just like,
Then she realizes
Forrest,
she
I
doesn't
swear
see
to
the
God.
enemies. And she hates this. She likes it when she knows what she can
Tree.
attack.
It's gonna attack the tree, but I don't know. Maybe that's dumb.
Hermia asked Fomir, is like, so, any plans? I feel like I'm stuck in the black canopy again.
I don't know what you want me to do. I'm useful for being swung at things.
I'm just asking if you have any thoughts.
Overcome the illusion. You're of Fey descent. Figure it out.
Hermia like, just sits down and starts thinking really hard about it.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Roz has a moment where she goes, okay. What would advice would my mom give me? And then she thinks back to just Evelyn being like, don't ever go to the Feywild. It sucks there. And she's like, thanks, Mom.
I
Right,
got
well,
a
Maeve doesn't have any of that kind of
19.
19. Okay, so as you sit down and close your eyes and start to think really, really hard,
Ever to think?
Leo and Cora, you see that Hermia has suddenly appeared in front of you on the ground.
Oh, cool.
Oh shit, Fomir, you're a genius!
I don't know how
Hold
to.
my
okay,
hand.
This is like Feywild shit. You just have to like think about it. Like I don't know, like I
hear this or not here.
I knew it was like an illusion, so I just thought about that. Just like this is just some made up bullshit, and then it ended.
Can we use like the sending stones? Who has the sending stones? Oh shit, does Maeve have all the sending stones?
Corey,
Yep.
Corey, Gil speaks to you. I may have a way to get your friends back, but you need to go up to the tree.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
I don't trust anything. I'm gonna
Trust
spend
no one.
inspo.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, 18.
Okay.
This is how everyone
There's-
else disappeared.
There's something about the way that Gil speaks to you. Usually there's a confidence that he instills within you that isn't there this time.
Oh. Good job. Good
I
job.
say, Gil, is that? Wait, why do you want me to do that? I say
Do-
that in our telepathic link.
Do what? I have no idea what's going on here.
Ori starts crying.
Just starts bawling in the middle of everyone.
And tried to separate me
What's-
from the group.
All right, Leaf has had enough of all these stupid asshole plants and the race of shit. So Leaf is going to walk towards this asshole tree and is going to cast Blight on it.
Okay. So you
Okay,
cast
I haven't even
blight.
Said what?
Yeah, you cast
Dave's gonna
blight
do.
on the tree. So all of you, no matter where you are, whether you're with the group or not, you see the tree just suddenly wilt away into like it ages like 100 years into like almost nothingness.
Okay.
Well, that's probably not good.
Tree is dead.
Can I? This is totally like okay. So like the white streak, and like I didn't write it down, but I vaguely remember you said like I have this thing.
It allows
where,
you
like,
to
I can
go
to the
into
ethereal
the
plane.
Yep, for basically 6 seconds essentially. Yeah.
Can I try doing that and see if I see like the other people?
So you go into the ethereal plane for 6 seconds, and while you're in there, you see Rosalind kind of walking around pissed off with Radiant Sister out. You see Leaf with his hand on the tree, and you see Maeve super confused, and they're all standing about where they were. And then as you come back,
that it's an illusion.
And then as you come back out of it, you're back with everyone else.
We don't hear her though.
You don't hear
That's
her. That's
fine. I'm trying to think of what Maeve would know to do. I don't know if her people had any info about Feywild stuff.
The people that are here, they're in the ethereal plane.
Leaf, Maeve, and Roz make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Sorry. It was a con save. The con save, not wisdom. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, another con save.
Yep.
Okay, I need to get out of here.
Maeve, you're starting to feel real tired with all the walking around and trying to figure out, as it now seems like you've been here for an entire day. You have a point of exhaustion.
Roz is gonna think to Light, hey, I think I might be stuck in some sort of, I don't know. I was walking around a forest and then I was all alone. And something's weird. I know you didn't really spend a whole lot of time as an Eladrin, but like, does this mean anything to you?
Is it Fey related?
Oh. Okay.
Probably, maybe.
I remember your father talking about a time when they were in limbo, where they got stuck in an eternal forest with the Githyanki.
Okay.
I believe your...
How did they get out?
Your sister, Ari, used divine intervention. If it's Fey, it's just an illusion, Rosalind. Mind over matter.
Ah, my strong suit. Great. She is going to then sit and meditate and try to figure this out.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, thank God, it's a wisdom save, not intelligence.
Robbie, I'm trying to figure out. I don't want to metagame.
Sure.
Like, do I have any kind of knowledge of Feywild to know what's going on here, or am I just stuck?
Make a history check at disadvantage.
Okay. I'm gonna spend an inspo to make that a normal roll. Try to give myself some options here, because I might be stuck. Oh, sorry, I did that wrong. Okay, well.
Nice.
20.
I'll take the first roll if that's okay.
Yep.
No, take the second one.
Yeah, you know what? No, you have to take the second one. At disadvantage, you take the lower one.
Can I?
You know that the Fae can be tricksy, but you're also not necessarily really in the Feywild here, so you're not really sure if they're connected in some way. And as you were trying to rack your brain thinking, what the fuck happened? How to get out of this? You hear giggling sounds like that of children. Come back to you in just a second. What'd you get, Rosalind? Oh, a 28? Okay, so you sit there for a moment and you suddenly hear bawling noises. And as you open your eyes and turn around, you see Corey, Hermia, Zana, and Leo. And Corey's just bawling.
You okay, Corey?
You're back from the dead. I thought everyone was gone, but where's Maeve?
I don't know.
You guys were in the ethereal plane.
Oh. Well, all you got to do to get out is think real hard about it, apparently.
Yeah, that's what Fulmir had me do.
That's what my
Does
sister had me do.
anyone have a sending stone? Maybe we could tell Maeve that.
Can I carve a message in the tree?
Yeah.
Or
Looks
in
like
the
carving
road.
a tree.
I put like think period. It's all in your head.
Okay. Maeve, you hear the giggling sounds.
She is not trusting that and is just staying near the tree. The
Yep.
main thing she knows from wilderness survival is if you're lost, you stay where you are.
Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Good news. I no longer have advantage on perception rolls.
Aw.
25.
Okay. As you hear the giggling and like you move up next to the tree, you see something flitting about, and you see small little people that begin to poke their heads up from the branches of the now dead tree and look down and go, "You're a fun one. Can't find your way out, can you?"
Okay. Do I recognize what they are?
They look like fairies.
Oh God, Maeve, don't talk
Didn't
to
realize they were here. Okay.
We can show you the way back to your friends if you give us something.
No.
Nope.
I'm
No.
gonna
Just a
figure
little
something
gift,
out.
that's all. Just a
No.
little souvenir.
No, you don't just take little gifts.
All right, we'll take a big gift.
No, you don't. I'm not giving any gifts.
All right, think of it as a trade then. We show you the answer, you give us something shiny.
No. I will owe things. I am not interested in owing Faye. I know
Well.
that much.
Well, good luck then. And they vanish. Make another another Constitution save. Leaf, what would you like to try anything else since blighting the tree?
Do I see the
I'm rolling again with advantage.
carving from
Never
Hermia?
mind.
You have one more attempt to try and do something before her carving shows up. Another point of exhaustion, Maeve.
Yep. Thank God. I just need I just need a short rest to get rid of these things. Yay, Rangers!
With your perception, Leaf, you'd probably also notice the fairies as well.
And I would still have detect magic up, so I would see all this fey energy. So,
Yeah.
but it's not like
It's not like it's
On-
concentrated on something, it's just kind of permeating the air everywhere. Would you like us to tell you how to get out?
no.
They pout and kind of cross their arms. If you just give us a gift, this could be over with.
This Leaf saying nothing will toss a very old mango bread given from Zervaxin to the Fae.
Okay. One of them flits out and grabs it. It's a bread?
Apparently, I have a mango from Zervaxin that I used and cooked it into a bread,
Oh.
according to my notes.
All right, and that fairy flies off with it. One of the other ones goes, "And what about one for me, sir?"
How many fairies are there?
You see two other ones.
Some oranges.
I don't have any of those.
With the card, I think.
I toss a bunch of my seeds that I have from Garden at it.
They grab a bunch of them off of the ground and flit off, and then you all notice that Leaf is standing there.
Oh,
And,
Just me.
and as you're standing there feeling very exhausted, Maeve, you suddenly
Yeah.
see that that a message is beginning to be carved in the tree. And what did it say, Hermia?
Think period. It's all in your head.
It's all in your
I
head,
mean,
Maeve.
I guess I knew that, but the thinking part. What does level 2 exhaustion do again?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I think it's
Speed
half
is
speed.
halved. Yeah.
I thought that wasn't until 3.
Here we go.
Oh, yep,
Exhausted.
speed
Speed
halved.
halved. Yeah,
Yep,
3 is
alright.
disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
So
Okay,
go
so
ahead and make yourself a wisdom saving throw.
All right, we're spending inspo because I need to get out of here. First one in and last one out. That's embarrassing.
I mean, that's just dedication, actually.
It's just a good leader.
Is it?
That's just FIFO.
You
13.
think really hard about it. There's no place like home. I just want to be with my friends. And as you open your eyes, they're still not there. Make a con save for me.
Oh no.
Maven's going to die here.
Okay,
Oh,
20.
20 for the concept. Nice.
Zana takes out her sending stone. Maeve, can you hear me? Hermia says it's just an illusion and to put mind over matter.
Do I hear her?
You do?
Interesting. I will think back. I'm trying. I'm not very good at this, apparently. She sounds very just tired and irritable, I think. Just with a lot
and
of, I'm sorry, I suck, I'm trying my best.
Zana goes, well, the good news is she could hear me, but it's also... Wait, hold on. This is one of the pairs, isn't it?
It is.
So you can actually continue to talk back and forth to one another. So Zana says, look, just... Where are you standing right now?
Next to the tree that's apparently dead now and carved up.
Zana walks over to where the tree is, sits down. Sit down and put your back against the tree.
Okay. She'll do that. And she's just like, oh
Now
god.
just breathe in and out slowly and focus on the sound of my voice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, think about...
This is what got me in trouble the first time.
No, well, wait, what? It doesn't matter. Look, think back to Guarden.
Uh-huh.
All right, when we hung out in the market.
Yeah.
All right, all the fun that we had.
You were turned into an old lady.
Go ahead and make a
I
wisdom save
found
at advantage.
Yay! She just sounds loopy because I think it's funny.
Also, the tree feels really moldy and wet and nasty, and you can feel like mushrooms on your back.
So as she is talking you through that and you close your eyes, her
Yeah.
voice goes from being just in your head to being in your head and right beside you. And as you open your eyes, you're sitting next to Zana.
Oh, thank God. She just flops on her, I think, at this point. She's like, oh.
All right, let's not dwell here
Babe,
longer
you're
than we.
okay.
Let's not dwell here longer than we have to.
Sorry. I'll just...
It's okay.
No need to apologize.
She helps
But
you up
Let's load up
and-
and keep moving.
And
It's
puts
only all your
you-
fault.
puts you into the cart, especially since you're so exhausted right now. And you
I
all
know it's
continue...
only level 2. I just think it's funny. Sorry.
Okay,
Can I take
so
a nap? May I
Uh,
take a short rest?
Yes, you can
We
rest
have
while you're in
beds
the,
in the back, so yeah.
while you're in the car. Hermia, yes. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say this is kind of weird because this is like the second place where like the Feywild has kind of like bled into. Well, actually, third
I mean,
place.
it's not uncommon. Like the Feywild can sometimes open up in places, like there be random openings in portals and stuff like that. So it's not unheard of. People stumble into it all the time, and especially like in places away from civilization where you wouldn't normally stumble upon it easily. It's not a weird or unheard of thing.
So we're just unlucky that it's happened to us, like in the areas we've been investigating.
Yeah, I guess so.
Huh.
Just trying to check something about...
That's the tough part about being main characters in a game.
Main character energy. Look, if it was up to Hermia, you would all just be role-playing a slice of life. Every time that I show her any sort of monster, I'm like, you want to fight this? No, it's scary. I don't want to fight anything. Well, you're playing Dungeons & Dragons. I don't know what to tell you.
You wanted me to fight a snail, and I didn't want to fight a snail. I wanted to ride it.
You could do both.
Shit, short rest only decreases it by 1. That's okay. That's okay.
Still, that's way better.
1's better than 2. All right, I'm
Yep.
gonna take a cat nap and get my exhaustion level to 1.
So you travel the remainder of the day, and eventually night comes upon you, and fortunately you do not come upon that tree again.
That's good.
I kick it as we leave.
And it falls over.
Leaf, I don't think it was the tree.
It was not
Leaf
the tree.
just glares at Hermia.
that
Okay, forget I said anything.
Okay.
Yep. It
Fuck
wasn't
that
the
tree.
tree. The tree just happened to be what.
It had a weird face on it, okay?
Yeah, that
I
that
admit, it was creepy.
that was just what was odd enough for you to notice that
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
repeating. Yep. So go ahead and work out your watches while I run to the bathroom real quick before I explode.
I can take the last watch since I've been napping.
Fair
I'll
enough.
just continue to sleep.
I slept all night last night, so Roz will volunteer for first watch tonight.
I at least need a short rest because I want to get my spell slot back.
Do we get short rests when we partially sleep?
I don't know. I'm just
Technically,
saying.
yeah.
I want a
I mean, if
short
we rest
but-
for at least an hour, we technically get a short rest during a long rest, so.
Okay, I didn't know if they did it that way, because, like, that could be a bit. I didn't know if it was one of those things that, like, you have to declare that
way
this
that-
hour, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Robbie, like, does that, like, because I remember I was super pissed because, like, he had us, like, resting, and there was a possibility, like, we could have an encounter, like, while we were, like, during the night, and I was the last person to sleep, so I didn't get a full long rest, and Ari got woken up, and she didn't get anything back, her spell slots. And I was
Mm.
upset.
Yep. That's why you only play elves, because then you have the issue that we had way early on, remember, where we were interrupted by a battle, and us elves went, was it at least 4 hours? Sweet! Okay, so who wants what other watches?
I'll
I can take whatever.
Yeah,
who wants
whatever.
to hang out with whom is really
I
what
want
we're
to hang out
asking.
with Roz, because
Okay, well,
I wanted to give her Feywild lessons now, too, now that, like, people have gotten lost.
Is
I
that
feel
code
like
for
you-
something?
No, I'm giving Corey Feywild lessons.
Sorry, we didn't get much farther than Maeve is going last and Roz is going first. And we-
I'll go last too.
Okay.
Oops. All right. So
I'll go middle.
All right, so just Corey and Hermia.
So hold on. We have Maeve last, Roz first, Leaf
I want to be with
last,
Roz.
Okay,
So
Hermia
Roz,
is
Hermia.
first with Roz.
and then who's going in the middle? Leo.
I think in the middle.
Leo or
All right.
well,
so
Leo
I
and
can
Corey
go-
or Leo and Zana, either one.
Leo
Or Sana
and
just wants to
Corey.
Or
hang
all
out another hour.
Yep.
Whatever works.
Zana and Luster will take fourth watch.
Aw.
Before Maeve goes to sleep,
Uh-huh.
I want to ask her,
Yeah.
Maeve, I'm glad you're okay. That was really scary. Obviously,
I'm
more
very
scary for you guys.
This is why you have to be careful. Even I can make impulsive decisions. And wrong ones too.
That wasn't impulsive. I heard a voice in my head too. It was like, "Hey, you should check up. Go fly up by yourself." And I was like, "What do you mean by myself?"
She's too tired to consider that doesn't make any sense. But what she will say is, yeah, I thought Zana was behind the tree, which is very stupid. She was not behind the tree. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I know you're tired. I
It's
just want to
okay. What's
ask, could I get one of the sending stones?
Oh, yeah. Yes, you will have a sending stone.
Cool. Thanks. Oh, don't tell anyone, especially Zana. Not yet, at least.
Okay.
But I guess me and Faye are Facebook official.
Fuck.
No, I just felt like I had to say it, but like I didn't mean to, because
What are you two so
I was
excited
like-
about? Zana asked from across the camp.
Dawn already knows.
nothing.
She
You'll be
narrows
told
her,
later.
She narrows her eyes.
So like it kind of just happened honestly on accident, because I was like,
Yeah.
hey, I need to give you a girlfriend stone. And she was like, oh, girlfriend stone. And then I got really flustered. I was saying stupid things like, oh, I'm experienced. I used to have a lot of partners, you know? But anyways, it turned
Oh,
into
Corey.
me like officially asking her. So,
Congratulations. And don't worry, I've been there. It's all good. And she likes you, so it's cute instead of awkward. Well, it's still awkward, but it's cute. Awkward.
no, I mean, it's just nice because it's like, it's like a piece of normal that I've never had, you know?
That makes sense. And it's nice to know that it's nice to have somebody far away thinking of you and caring about you. You know, it's nice to have support here. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's nice to have somebody on the outside that you can talk to. I 100% get that.
I think Corey just looks at Maeve and their eyes dart to Zana.
What is it?
Yeah. Nothing. Zana's mad at me for something, but I'm gonna fix it now, so it's fine. I just it's
Wait,
fine.
why is she mad at she never tells me anything. Why is she mad at you?
I mean, if you want to talk more about it, I'm all down to talk shit about Zana. You know?
Okay, I more meant why are the two of you fighting?
You might be mad too, but I had my reasons for it. I just
It's
So you
okay.
know our good pal Xenatol, Mr. Black.
Yes.
We've just been getting busier and busier, and like things really seem to be like ramping up with everything. And you know, I don't want to like take my focus away from the group and what we were doing, but I also really wanted to like figure out a way that I could go see my family and let them know that I'm here and that I'm okay and that, you know. So I thought, I honestly still think it's a good idea because we're working with him anyway. And I just said, hey, like, you know, people, and like your word or the word of your circle will be more trusted than me just calling up like, hey, my name's Corey Hunky Dory. I'm your kid. Like, that doesn't like, I feel like it would have to be like, I just want to meet them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought like, if I just asked him and I could figure it out myself while we were still doing stuff, and that way I wouldn't have to divide my attention, if that makes sense. But
It
Zana says
does.
that
Mm-hmm.
it's not a good idea because I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not mad. I get why you did it. And I think what's confusing is that Xenatol's this person that we have to like trust and not trust at the same time. And even I don't
She
really
works with him too.
I know. And even I don't fully understand what's going on. I don't know if she's ready for herself to separate from him. I just know she's not keen on any of us getting any kind of attachment towards him, meaning like strings attached with him.
Yeah.
I get the confusion. I haven't broached that topic with her because it seems heavy and a lot of stuff she's got to figure out. I've just been on sort of caution with Xenatol, and so I'm not mad that you did that. I get why you did, but it may be for the best that you don't get too involved with him till we know more of what the heck he's all about. This is important to you. 100% get that. And you
Corey,
know,
make a
if
wisdom saving throw.
Who?
Corey, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Holy fuck, okay. I'll
Not
stop talking.
casting something on me.
Zana doesn't know any spells.
Zana's not a spellcaster.
I don't know.
Yeah, what?
That's not bad. 19.
Okay, continue. Sorry to interrupt.
Do I feel something happening?
Nope.
So, yeah, sorry. She doesn't know. So at the end of the day, I promised you that we would work things together, and that I also just want you to think through all of your decisions. So, I 100% get why you did what you did. I'm going to lean on the side of caution for now, but this is important to you. I 100% get that, and I hope we can figure out a time for you to truly meet your family and figure out how to make this work.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I totally get why you did it. Honestly, if I were in your shoes, and I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah. It feels farther and farther away, like if they even care now. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Zana, Maeve.
Okay.
Thanks, but I would like for you guys to meet Faye.
I hope we get to.
Yeah, I think that'll be really fun for if we're back in town. So.
For sure. That would be nice. And hey, we got your back, and thank you for telling me. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
I offer you a hug if you want it.
We hug and start crying. Corey was keeping it in.
Catch
You
your
also feel something on your leg, and you look down and see that there is a rock that seems to have two little arms that's hugging you around your leg as well. And then the top of it kind of comes up a little bit, and you see two glowing yellow eyes as Princess hugs you too.
I pick up Princess and just snuggle.
She's a big rock. She's very heavy right now.
I kneel down and just hug a rock.
The 7 strength and picking up big rocks.
Nope.
Rosalind.
Yeah.
As you are helping sort of set up camp and, just prepare everything and kind of gather some logs and stuff, you hear a voice yourself. Rosalind, right? Can you dream to me again when you have the chance? There's no rush. It's Evelyn. I'd like to apologize.
Oh. Wait, Exandria and Evelyn?
And of course, you recognize the voice of your mother.
Yep. She kind of like has a panic moment and like looks around to like realize it's in her head. Yeah, absolutely. I'm on first watch tonight, but after my watch I can. Corey?
Corey was like walking to Zana and then just turns. Yeah?
Hey, after I finish my watch, would it be possible to get a dream spell?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I announced to everyone, guys, I have 3 spell slots now. So,
Jesus Christ.
Just so you're aware, okay?
Alright, level 11.
Yeah, great,
Yep,
cool.
That's right. Level 11. Great level for warlocks.
So, absolutely.
Great.
Yeah.
I need to talk to the Exandrian version of my mom again.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. What, like a good talk? Like you're hanging out? Or
I don't know if it's that she actually just messaged me and asked if I could do it so she could apologize.
well, that sounds promising, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah,
Roz looks
whatever you
nervous.
need.
Really nervous.
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Hey, you got this. You are Roz the boss, our fearless leader, and if she's anything like your real mom back home, I think it'll be a good talk. You know? You like this world Ceres, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, it should be good. You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Thank you.
Do you want a hug, Rose? Because I'm really emotional right now.
She gives you a one-armed hug. In my dream, I can have my arm attached.
Yeah.
All right, that'll be cool. I can like figure out what that's like.
And then Corey's like, anyone else? Going once.
That's fine.
Going twice.
Then Roz will go over and sit next to Hermia for the start of their watch.
Corey, did you want to talk to Xana again?
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't want to take up a lot of time. I'm just
You're
like,
good, you're good.
so I'm sorry. I didn't do it last night because I was sad, and I have a girlfriend now.
She just
Sounds like
weird
kind of
way-
I know.
she just kind of raises an eyebrow to you.
I was speaking to my friend Faye, and we're dating now, so I'm taken. Not that I should say it like that, but also last time, and I'm saying all this in her head. Last
Oh,
time
okay.
I talked to him, he said I have to send Dean to him before I do it, and I didn't do it yesterday, so I'm gonna do it right now. And you just see Corey like gesticulating very like heavily to Xana. So yeah, and I know I'm still learning and growing and all these things, and I appreciate your help. And if I could just offer feedback, just take it easy on me sometimes, because I get it, Zana. You're
She
way
kneels down
cooler
and hugs you.
and way.
Aww.
Don't hug me. This is already hard.
Corey starts crying again.
Hermia
Why is it
nods.
so damp here?
Hermia nods sagely. I've had those days.
and then Corey will just boop 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 to Xanatol. Hey, it's your favorite changeling. Wink. Dream
what?
tonight?
Oh, the sending stone.
Mhm.
So confused for a second.
I will make myself available.
I love you referring to yourself as Xenatol's favorite changeling.
Which you would have needed to say
Shut
out loud, by the way.
Yeah.
That's so-
Yep.
Yep. Okay. All right. So, with that, the watches start with Rosalind and Hermia as everyone else lays down for the night. Xana comes up to Leaf to make sure that he's not casting a topiary and just looks at Leaf and goes, "You good?"
Leaf, go to sleep.
I think he's already out.
I hope
Leaf
so.
do-
He better be.
Leaf doesn't respond. It's already asleep.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's already in stasis.
Wasn't sure if it was scanning somebody, not in a creepy way.
You never know.
That's during watch, duh.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Roz will glance over at Hermia. Can I ask a favor?
Sure.
Kind of motions to like some of her like armor on her like that goes over her shoulder on her right side.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
buckle my armor? I can't reach it anymore.
That's
I've been wearing it for the last 2 nights.
that's terrible. I am so sorry that I did not notice that you were still in it for multiple days in a row.
Yeah, that's my bad. It's embarrassing. I can't do basic things anymore sometimes.
If it makes you feel any better, sometimes I can't take off my armor and I have 2 arms.
All right, well, we're gonna work on that in training then.
Yeah, I remember the first time like I tried on armor, like actual armor. and I don't know what I did. Like I like must have like got like the buckle jammed, and I was like stuck in it and freaking out, and I was basically crying and hyperventilating until my brother found me. 'Cause I thought I was gonna have to wear it for the rest of my life.
Well, the good news is most smiths can get you out of it in the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I was just freaking out because I don't know. I didn't like feeling stuck.
Oh, yeah, I get
Um,
that.
but your sister told you to like how to break out of it, out of the weird thing we were in.
Yeah, my my mom's a Eladrin, and my sisters are kind of Eladrin.
Oh, okay. I was just curious because, like, I mean, I kind of like had a feeling right away that it was like phase shit, which is weird because earlier today I was giving Corey like a rundown of like phase shit, like what to do and what not to do, and yeah, so this is common shit that happens to people in the Feywild is just getting lost in like this forest, because you don't listen to people that tell you, hey, Hermia, stay on the path. Like, even if you see something really cool or hear someone calling out to you, don't fucking go out there. And you do anyway, and you get lost, and suddenly you're in the black canopy, and you're super lost, and it's not a fun place.
This sounds like the voice of experience.
Yeah, yeah, I did a lot of things that he told me not to do.
Yeah, that is how we learn.
Yeah, yeah. Mostly like when he was to be fair, when he was telling me stuff, he would like tell them like cuz I'd be like, "Hey, like tell me a story." And like he'd tell me like a story to like help me fall asleep, and it'd be like some horrible like scary story. So like I thought he was just embellishing shit, but I'm starting to think a lot of the things that he was like telling me in his stories were like real. Cause like he would always tell me like, hey, like if you see like a creature from the Fae that you don't know, like never tell them your name. And then we see that. Remember the creepy hag lady?
Vividly.
Yeah, and like how you don't give like or receive presents from like things or like
Now
offer to
that's
do
one I know.
favors and shit. Like
I learned from my mom you don't take favors, you don't take gifts, and you don't give them your name. Those are the three that she taught me.
yeah, don't offer to do stuff for them or like become indebted to them in any way. Also, don't be rude. Like they're all about manners,
Well,
surprisingly.
that's just generally good advice anywhere you
Well,
go,
yeah,
really.
like you don't walk up to someone and be like, "Hey, fuck you." Also, like don't lie. Like you can do a playful lie, but don't straight up lie.
Yeah.
Uh, I just I worry
Don't worry.
about.
I'm terrible at lying.
I mean, so am I. So, but like even just attempting to lie, like will probably piss them off.
Thought you were really impressive in the fight the other day.
Um, Thanks. It was scary for a
Good.
minute. I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
Cuz like Maeve disappeared and then I was all by myself. Cuz were really cool and like jumped up to that tower thing.
I got impaled through the leg and teleported up. I don't know if I would say that was cool. It didn't
I
feel
mean,
cool.
it looked cool.
And then the building collapsed while I was in it. That also didn't feel cool.
It looked cool from a distance.
Well, that's good. I'm
Uh,
glad I can follow style.
yeah, but no, that was scary. Like, I felt comfortable like with two of them, but then there was more, and I was like, shit, this is getting out of control.
Yeah.
It was fun though. I liked fighting that like squid thing, even though everybody was tired. I was tired. It
Yeah.
was fun jumping on it. Like it was like cool, but then as I was on there, I was like, shit, why'd I do that? Because like he wasn't like solid, so I was kind of sinking into him, which is kind of gross. But I don't know. I just, this is dumb and kind of silly. But I kind of got inspired by you to like, I don't know, do crazy shit and fights. And I don't
Well,
know.
You've come a long ways from the girl in Rexentrum.
Yeah, thanks. I try. I mean, for a while I felt like I wasn't like, improving or changing, but I agree with you and Corey and Maeve and Leaf. Now I can see it, in myself, which I didn't think I'd ever see.
Yeah. It's hard too because we grow at it seems like your growth should just be, a consistent thing, but that isn't how it works. It's you hit a wall and then you get good enough to overcome that wall and you take a big leap forward. And sometimes waiting for that big leap forward can be frustrating.
Yeah. Growing up, my parents just kind of gave up on me as soon as I stopped, like, getting noticeably better at stuff.
Well, then they're fools.
Yeah, I was telling Corey, fuck my parents earlier, which I say a lot, but really, yeah. I really, really hope her parents are better than my parents. I don't know about, like, how the Sealy court is, but I hope it's not like how family life is in Xanthia, where just everybody, even your family members, are just pawns in a chess match.
Yeah, I have a hard time imagining it. I mean, my family, there's some famous people in there, but, we weren't nobility or anything like that. We were just, I mean, some of us are peasants, effectively. But
At least you actually liked each other.
we did. Sometimes, I mean, we had our own problems. Mainly, we didn't like telling the truth to each other very often. But outside of that, I think, yeah, my family liked each other, kind of. My sister hated my guts for a long time. And then when my dad started to like me, then she really hated me. But we eventually figured it out.
I think, as weird as it might sound, I don't think she probably 100% hated you. Like, because I think it's worse when people just don't care enough to, like, kind of give you any type of emotion.
Yeah, she had her own shit she had to work out. And when she did, her and I got along a lot better.
That's good.
I hope you get to meet her someday. I think you'd like her.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I can't even fathom, like, being in, like, a different reality world. Like, I know, like, difference between planes, but just being in, like, a whole different existence.
Yeah.
Can't even imagine.
If I'm honest with you, I've been feeling homesick lately. It's been hard. It's just everywhere you go, it's all new. There's never anything familiar. It's exhausting.
I can feel that. I mean, I hate, like, my home, but there were things that, reminded me of my brother and of the familiar. It's weird after a while. Like,
Yeah.
the novelty wears off and you're just exhausted and you kind of, like, yearn for that comfort, that sense of home, whether it be like a place or a person.
Yep. Just something that you know.
I miss my brother pretty much all the time.
Yeah. I'll bet. He sounds pretty great.
Oh, he's awesome. You like him because he's super cool.
Well,
But
so is his little sister. And I get to date his little sister, so that's even better.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how he's gonna react to that, actually. I've never been in a situation where, like, yeah, like, when that kid, remember that the creepy, gross kid pervert from, like, the masquerade ball thing?
Vividly.
And he, like, that one time he he says it was an accident, but he fucking stabbed me.
Yep.
Yeah, my brother accidentally dropped, like, a like he had a knife in his boot, and it was like in his toe.
Well, I guess I'll have to ask you then. Do you think I would live up to your brother's expectations?
I mean, I think his big thing was that if people were nice to me. So as long as you're not mean and a pervert, like and creepy, like that, fuck, I can't even remember his name now.
Damien Frostfire. I
Oh
will never
God.
forget it as long as I live, which fortunately for us Kalishtar isn't nearly as long as you.
Oh, that's right. I kind of have to like repress that, like his name. Now that you said it, I just got like,
No, it's gross. I
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get to talk to him soon. I really want to meet your brother.
I think he'd like you.
She holds your hand.
Hermia blushes and just tries not to be weird and stare at it.
As the two of you are sitting there in the night, Hermia, you start to overanalyze and start thinking about everything that you've said this entire time and going over the conversation bit by bit by bit.
Oh, don't do that, sir.
And realizing some of the stuff you've said about how confident you've been feeling and now, and how you start to see in yourself what everyone else has been telling you has been there this whole time. And you feel a weird tingling on your back where you keep Foamir sheathed. And after a minute, you take it out, unsheathing it, and Roz, you look at her questioningly as she does, and holding him in your hand, there is this energy that seems to be radiating off of him. As Foamir has entered its awakened state, it is now a +2 weapon. You are immune to necrotic damage. And if you use the Raven's Anger, instead of dealing 2d6 damage, it deals 3d8 damage, and you can use it twice per long rest.
Hermia will not like immediately know that it's awakened. She'll think her Fulmir's like sick or something. So she's just like, Roz sees her pull it out like, Fulmir, are you sick?
No, Hermia. You finally accepting who you are and having confidence in yourself has unlocked more of my capabilities.
Okay.
You
So
are
you're not
stronger.
sick.
You are stronger with me now.
So you're not gonna blow up?
No, I'm not going to blow up.
Okay. Just checking. Like, I don't know. Cool. Neat. Hermia does not, like, her brain is like just like blue screening. Roz, what is it? Fulmir said he's awakened.
That's great.
Is it? I thought he was sick, but he says he's not.
No, that's what happened to Radiant Sister when we defeated Shadow.
Oh, I thought I had to like do something really badass like what you were doing for it to do that.
You don't think finding confidence in yourself is badass?
I mean, not as cool as fighting like I mean that was like some anime level shit.
I mean,
What you did.
it was pretty badass. That is true. But I will say that learning to find confidence in yourself when you've gone most of your life and people haven't shown it to you is a lot harder.
Hermia just turns beet red, just kind of like looks at her shoes.
All right, so you finish the rest of your watch, but before we jump to Leo and Corey, you're dreaming to Xenatol. Where are you meeting him this time?
We didn't meet him at his like palace or whatever. wherever he
You
was,
were
right?
in his manor at some point, if you would like to choose like his study.
I'll
Okay.
do that.
Mm-hmm. So as it manifests and you appear before him, this is much more familiar to me. So,
Yeah.
do I owe the sudden second visit?
Well, I'm so sorry. I would like to cancel my order. Um,
His face
I,
turns a bit grave and annoyed as you say that, but he lets you continue.
I'm sorry. I don't know if, like, with everything that we're doing right now, it's, like, okay to, like, involve them, you know what I mean? And, uh, things seem to be kind of ramping up a little bit, so, yeah. I appreciate it, though, and, I know who to reach out to once we, have more time and maybe we get some more portals closed and that kind of stuff, and, I know how to reach out, so.
Corey, I am not one of your little adventurer friends. I'm a very busy and I'm a very powerful individual here in Rexentrim. I canceled a very important meeting in order to have this dream with you tonight.
Oh, did ya? Well, uh, you're right. I'm sorry. I honestly, if you told me over the message, I would have been like, yeah, we can reschedule. No worries. But yeah, I hear you. I hear you. You're very, yes, we are not friends
So
per
how do you
se.
plan on getting in contact with the summer court on your own then?
Like I said, we're just doing a lot nowadays, as you are aware, and the portals are only
Which
getting
means you're
bigger.
not going to have any time to do this on your own. And if this architect is as powerful as what we fear he is, having an alliance with someone like the Unseelie Court would be a boon, and it is better you get in contact with them sooner rather than later.
Wait, is it
This
the
doesn't...
Unseelie?
Sorry, the Seelie Court.
Okay.
As much as you may think this is just you reaching out to your family, this affects more than just you.
Yeah, and I hear that, but I know I might have wasted your time, and for that I truly am sorry.
And resources. I had already dispatched someone to the Feywild to make contact with them.
Wow, you move quick.
Yes, I do.
Can I insight and see if he's telling the truth about that?
Yeah, go for it.
Spaceful. The 19. I don't think that's high enough.
He's pretty hard. He's pretty difficult to read. You are very quickly understanding why Zana did not want you to maybe interact with him alone.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Think on it for a few more days. Then reach out to me with the sending stone. Either way, I will maybe be making contact with the Summer Court in order to secure them as potential allies should we need it. And if you want to reveal to them who you really are, that's up to you.
I mean, but how can you just be an ally with them? I mean, what would you even say without me?
You think that I need you to make alliances?
Well, it's not, but it seems like an upper hand in my eyes.
Maybe it would have been. But apparently you'd like to cancel the order.
Okay. Yeah, I'll think about it and I'll reach out to you.
Make the right choice, Corey. And the dream ends.
I think Corey just wakes up with that.
God, that sucks. I'm sorry, man.
And we'll go ahead and end the session on that note.